Anyway, I have to work for a couple of days, so I want to narrate through this Mexican video. First of all, the different search routes, it shows what has been searched. And like this one that goes from Cow Camp Road, pretty soon after it happened, well, there's nothing wrong with them going along there. I mean, it had to be done. You know, they go up through Picture Canyon, and this one they do, in fact, go up. That's where I find my Skulls ravine, and they go up on top. Several people have, it turns out, so that can be ruled out. But I was surprised that they did go up there. And so, see, they work around, and they do this, that, let's see, and then they go back, and then they drop down through the canyon again. So that was wasted, except for the fact that they went up on top. And then they go back. You know, they're going along the cliffs like, well, he maybe fell off the cliff. After all, the first searchers did have to rule that out. Okay, so they get back, and now the next one, April 2016. Now, I believe this is the group that went up there that didn't look like they were searching. They were all in a group clustered together. They were more or less sightsee and follow the leader. But anyway, here's what they did. They go to the mine shaft, drop down, go up to Wild Horse Saddle and drop down. They come through the cut, but then they either divide up or do something. Then they go over there, they start messing around, but then they don't go up towards the correct ravines. Okay, and then they come down and drop down to the M cave and then work back. And then go, well, we didn't find them. The only thing to do now is start searching the hillsides. Kind of as if, because since he came down that ravine and was in view of those hillsides, well, he somehow got projected onto those hills. But he didn't. So they go up all the way up to Wild Horse Saddle again and come back down and go around. I mean, it did have to be ruled out. It wasn't like, that doesn't make them morons or something. Okay, see, they go up to Wild Horse Saddle. They're all the way back up there. Then they come back down to the cut. That's astonishing that they did that. Okay, and now let's see what they do. They come up and they go back the same way. So that probably is those pictures of that group of people all clustered, huddled together, just kind of sightseeing. The one with the snow in it, so that could explain the snow. Okay, now this next group, remember this is several years later, they come over Wagon Creek Road, whatever, I don't know what it is, and they go up and they do quite a job of going all over the hills. That was one hellacious thing that they did, but they go all over the hills where he wouldn't have been. But, like I say, that doesn't make them dummies. It had to be ruled out. The first people had to go all these obscure places. But notice that these paths rule out these areas. And so that puts even more emphasis on the ravines. And so they go up and they're working along. What do we do now? They work along the open areas, and which nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Kenny Veach very easily could have worked those areas, but of course he wouldn't just be laying there in the field. So they work along, and so notice how that upper area where they are right now, it has been worked. It's been worked heavily, and so they drop down again to the ravine, and that's the end of their hike. Or let's see. Yes, they're going down the ravine. No further searching. That's the end of their hike. And then they double back and come all the way back to where they were. I don't know if there was some kind of all-terrain vehicle or something there for them, but I think there was. Google Earth shows that there's little trails you can drive on. So they come back, and at this point there had to have been an ATV or something, and then that ends it. Okay, now in July of 2019, this is in the summer, another group goes up. Another group goes up. They go up. They go up. This one really was wasted, this hike. They drop down through Wild Horse Saddle and just simply go down to the M Cave. And that's it. That was a waste. It says something about a helicopter. And so I don't know what the purpose of that hike was. That was totally wasted. Now here he shows the other hikers, one of the groups. I certainly hope that isn't a Redrock search and rescue, but they're all clustered together. That's the big waste of manpower. As if, well, somebody died up there. We don't want the same thing to happen again. We're all going to stay huddled together. Basically, that was a group hike. Not a search, but a group hike. I hope I'm not saying the wrong thing because these people here in this picture look local. But anyway, that was a waste of energy. That day hike, follow the leader, pretty much. See right there, that picture. They're they're dropping down where I found the orange soda can back onto Wild Horse Saddle, and then they're going to head back. But I don't know who they are. Okay, that's it.